Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome. It is December 28th. Time flies. Time flies. Tomorrow will be the last regular season game, but we are in the playoffs, baby. You got to be happy about that. Am I happy about what happened with the Packers? No, no. And I haven't been on while I took a break for the Christmas holiday season, if you will, and I'm ready to get back and just talk about this team and how I think we're still looking pretty good, but God, I wish we got that game against the Packers. I mean, at home, everyone was pumped. The owners put together a great pregame and a halftime. I wasn't at the game, but saw it on TV, and it looked awesome. Um, but I want to talk about uh, Monday night's game and what really just pissed me off right from the get go. It just kind of some things just don't make sense to me, and if you watch that game, it seemed like the Packers figured things out where we could not. The Packers were having a hard time making a throw over 10 yards, according to the broadcast team. And so what they did is they did a bunch of uh, wide receiver screens. Those quick throws that would get them 5 or 6, 7, 8 yards sometimes, and they did it over and over again because that's all they had. Where we seem to try to figure stuff out and do things that weren't getting us anywhere, and we wouldn't go to plays that seem to work. And I'll talk about that, a little later. But let me bring up. I want to show the first series after we recovered the fumble in the beginning of the game. Let's go to this first series. So the first play was that run to Boo. Now he got like 4 or 5 yards on that run. So that was a good carry. Why not go to him again, and then we still have third and maybe even fourth down to try to do something if he doesn't score or get us down to the 1 yard line. But now let's watch the second play here. This is what frustrates me, and why do they do this? Watch at the end of the left side there, Rudolph. Watch Rudolph. He's blocking. He's not going out. Why are we not putting Rudolph in the end zone? He's 6'6". Throw an alley-oop or something, anything, up there and give him a chance. I mean, he's made one-handed catches, and why is he staying back blocking when he should be in the end zone and you just throw it up? You throw it up at about 7 feet and only he can get it at 6'6", plus his arms up in the air. Okay, so they don't do that. They don't run it. He throws a pass to Ham at his legs. He misses it. Why are we throwing it to Ham? I mean, no offense to Ham, but he can't catch like the other players. But watch this play. Watch this. Look at that. Kirk, you got to make that fucking throw. That is an easy throw. That's a throw that a third-string quarterback can make. I mean, these are the plays that just piss me off. Why can't he make this throw? He's not under extreme pressure. That throw was right there, a bunny. We miss it. We kick a field goal and not get 7 points. We get 3 points. That's huge. I mean, that is huge. Those are the plays that really irk me. And then moving forward, we scored a touchdown on a fade. All night we could see that Kirk was under pressure. He could not get comfortable in the pocket. So on that touchdown throw to Diggs, he threw a fade route, 3-step boom out of his hand, and it was a touchdown. There was another fade route to Thielen that he clearly beat the defender and got tripped up and whatnot, but The play was there. So my point is, okay, he's not getting the protection that he needs. Why don't we throw something that works like a fade all the time? Kind of like what the Packers did. They went to the screen. Fades were working for us. Just go to that. That play where they did that Philly special, whatever you call it. That was a good play. Why not run it a couple more times? It's like they have plays that show a lot of promise and they don't go back to it. They stick to plays that don't seem to be working. Those 5 or 6 drops by 7 step drops by Cousins that he clearly wasn't. He didn't have enough time to make those throws. So change it up. Go to something quicker, something that he can get the ball out of his hands, faster. That's what frustrates me, and why I just don't understand why they just don't adjust to what's working and what's not working. I mean, I can remember the Steelers back in the day. If they couldn't run, if they couldn't run in pass, they would do gadget plays. That's what I would do. If we can't throw the ball because Kirk is getting sacked every other drop back pass, and if we can't run the ball because we're down to our third string running back. No offense to him. I mean, he played okay. So what about gadget plays? We got gadget plays. Run those until, I would do reverses and have the Packers chase us all night. And then when they're tired and they're tripping on their tongues, then we just go back to the basics and pound the ball. And I do think we gave up on Boone a little bit sooner than I would. I think he was playing good enough to keep us, in the game and give us a chance on play action pass because that's what Kirk does best. So overall, I mean, I was very, very upset, especially right after our first series. We seemed to do the stupid thing and not the thing that would get us a touchdown. And what would get us a touchdown more than not, in my opinion, was get Rudolph in the end zone at 6-6, throw the ball up. Just put it up there in the heavens and let him come down with it. And if he misses, it goes over his head and into the crowd. At least it's not going to get intercepted because no one else is 6'6" on a defense. And not to mention that Rudolph is making these incredible catches. Why is he not in the end zone when we're down in the 5-yard line if we're throwing the ball? If we're throwing the ball, he's in the end zone, somewhere. And I'm just chucking it up there and saying, here you go. So, I was so fucking upset at that. I'm like, why do they do that? So let's just take a quick look at the playoff picture. So right now, as it sits, whatever, we're going to New Orleans to play the Saints. I mean, it looks like that's what it's destined to be. I had another playoff picture, and it's the same thing. They have us at 6 seed, which we're definitely 6 seed, and the Saints at 3rd seed, and that's where we're going to go and play. And it's going to change tomorrow because I think Seattle wins that game, and then they're probably 1st seed. Packers are probably going to stay 2nd seed. It would kill me if they get into the 1st seed by some crazy whatever. But I think we need to prepare ourselves to be playing the Saints in our first playoff game in a couple of years. And if I go back to week 17, who are the Saints playing? They're playing the Panthers, and the Panthers are, they're in trouble. They don't have the same coach. So that's probably going to be a win. The Packers are playing the Lions. It's an away game for the Packers, but it's probably going to be a win. The Eagles are playing the Giants. If they win, they're in. The Cowboys are playing the Redskins, but they need the Eagles to lose for them to get in, if I'm not mistaken. So, and of course we're playing the Bears, but it really doesn't matter because we're in. We can't can't do any better than sixth seed where we are right now. So, in closing, let's just get ready for playoff season. At least we are in the playoffs. So you got to be happy about that. Only 6 teams make it in the NFC, 6 in the AFC out of the 32 total. So we're up there with the best of the best. Can we do some damage? If we do play the Saints and we win, I'd be a little. Yeah, if I was the other teams, I'd be a little concerned because I think when we put it all together, we're pretty good. So, in closing, I want to bring back my new roommate, if you will, my new cat. I'm not a cat guy, but there was this beautiful little cat sitting outside my door when it was practically like a little kitten, and I totally rejected it. Like, no, no, I'm not taking you in. And then months go by, it keeps coming back, and then I started feeding it, and then I let it in the house, and now we're living together. I just brought it back. I just bought it back from the vet. Spent big money to get it vaccinated and fixed so she can't have babies. So maybe she'll bring us good luck. Her name is Alina. Say hello, Alina, and Skull.